What's going on here? I had Maria Wheatley just messaging me. Guys, if you haven't seen lately, we've had a lot of cool people in the media checking out the Mystical Spiral store. Laura Eisenhower is I put up a testimonial. Products, a few others as well. You guys can join me live also on the Space Water podcast today. I'm going live right after this one. We'll be going live on the Space Water podcast as well. But right now in this live show, we're going to be talking about the properties of kyanite and also of various apophyllite specimens. We got different types of apophyllite, like this snowflake type apophyllite, really cool, beautiful specimen here, and various types of different apophylites. I love the green apophyllite. Really love the green apophyllite. And apophyllite is really incredible for connecting to nature and lifting the veil between realms, right? Lifting the veil where people have that veil where they can't really feel energies. They can't really connect to nature or meditate. If you meditate with apophyllite, it will start to remove the veil that we're talking about, where you'll be able to feel energies and have a better connection to your higher self and to nature and the surrounding forces in nature. One of the best to meditate with is apophyllite. Absolutely. And we're going to show different types of apophyllite in this quick video. And we're also going to show some blue kyanite. Now, blue kyanite is incredible for building telepathic connections between humans. It also is amazing for blocking negative energies, right? It's one of the only stones or crystals in the world that does not absorb negative energies. Really amazing, right? We have apophyllite specimens, have a few pendants available of apophyllite. And like I said, lifting the veil, building a third eye, a powerful third eye connection. You can do this by meditating with kyanite. You leave kyanite by your bed as well. Very powerful. Very powerful. Like I said, it's one of the only stones in the world that does not absorb negative energies. And hey, we got somebody in the chat room finally. Iker Gonzalez. How's it going? And this is really high quality kyanite from Brazil. The sun just went in for a little while here, so let me bring it out into the sun a little bit. You could see the beautiful chunks of quartz. Yo, what's up, Wraith? And guys, stay tuned, because after this show right now, I'll be doing a Space Water podcast. Well, I'll be translating some ancient writings and ancient tablets like you've never heard before. Literally, ancient writings that are giving you coordinates of where to travel in the afterlife. Incredible. What's up, Wraith, my homeboy? You guys can also always support us in the super chat. We have a deal right now at the Mystical Spiral store. We have a 15% discount code up. We are doing gift packages with every order, and everybody that orders over $250 will receive a Herkimer diamond quartz and copper coil, twisted copper coil pendant, as well as the regular gift that we give. We usually give every order, but I'll be giving out free pendants for every order over $250. And these pendants have pretty much $100 value or more. So you're getting incredible gift package, and we are doing that for a limited time this week. We also have incredible specimens charged at the North Salem, New York Balance Rock. What's up? What is up? Alexander Mitchell. What's up, Charlotte? So guys, if you want specific ones that were charged at the Balance Rock, we have that as well. These kyanites are just incredible. I highly recommend a specimen of kyanite if you guys have never had it before. And some of these have been charged at the North Salem, New York Balance Rock during the winter solstice alignment. Really incredible. And look at the huge pieces of blue kyanite in there with the chunks of quartz, huge chunks of quartz. These come right from Brazil. Just incredible. And like I said, kyanite not only one of the ones that blocks negative energies, does not absorb negative energy in any way, right? It also will help build a bond between human beings. It'll help build a telepathic connection between humans if you meditate with it, right? Really incredible. Let me sit down for a second. Let me guys show you a really interesting description of both apophyllite and Kyanite. When I said about lifting the veil, they talk about this right here. Look at right here. This is a great description of apophyllite. All apophyllites carry the vibrations of higher realms from the Devic to the angelic, and they can be used to help one attune to those realities which can coexist with our everyday world. As Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is spread out upon the earth and men do not see it. The spiritual blindness from which those of using stones and crystals are working to recover is one of the reasons that scientists and others can view matter as lifeless and without consciousness. Once the veil has been lifted, one sees all the world, inner and outer, as alive and filled with intelligent awareness. Apophylites are one of the most powerful mineral tools for lifting that veil. What a great description. And especially with green apophylites, right? And let's get to the green apophyllite for a second, and we'll go back to the kyanite. So we got some green apophylites here. These are the best, like I said, for lifting that veil. We have all types of apophylites, actually. This actually has stilobite, those white pieces in there that looks like selenite a little bit. Those are, I think they're called stilobite, those inclusions. Of course, the sun went in a little bit right now, but actually it's better for the heat. Like a DMT stone, yes. These are all just solidified light, right? And look at these beautiful, sugary, it looks like sugar on top. Beautiful apophyllite. I tend to gravitate more towards the green apophylites. I like all apophylites, but I like the green apophylites the most. And I like the ones that are cubed even. Like we see how these form in cubes, these green apophylites. Apophyllite naturally forms in cubes and towers sometimes, all different little shapes. Here's a more white apophyllite. This one's really powerful. I can feel the energy of this one. Wow. Right, really incredible. And you can see there's actually some cubes in there. And here's another cubed green apophyllite right here. We will do half price discounts today for this live chat. If you guys are interested in any of these pieces, please let me know. They're not for me to hoard here. These are for all of you to experience. Right, I've done a lot of work to get the most ethically sourced pieces. These came right from India, hand sourced right from the mine from India. Pune, I forget the name of the city. I have the city written down where it comes from. But you can find apophylites in various places. There's a lot of them from India, though. You know, there's a lot of places. I really like the green apophylites here. They're the more rare of the apophylites. Look at the different types of apophylites. This one is really powerful. It's like the Arctic warrior right here. Wow. This one actually stands up too. Look at that. Incredible. This right here is yeah, we got plenty of opal. Anybody wants opal? I got fire matrix opal. Oh, now that you brought up opal, I got to show you guys some of the stuff this morning that I was showing that people missed out on. Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys. Not to go too off target here. Not to go too off target right here, right now, but since you brought up the opal, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, Charlotte, your package is being shipped out tomorrow morning because I made you a cool little gift today. I got your order, and your package is all ready to go. It's gonna go out tomorrow morning. Yeah, opal. Wraith also has some opal for me. Really incredible, guys. And some of you guys see I'm wearing a Herkimer diamond bracelet right here. Those are all raw, hand-sourced Herkimer diamonds right there. Each one. Look at that. I have another one available right here. We'll do a deal if anybody wants this in the chat room. $35 plus shipping. That's a great deal. Each one of these Herkimers go for between $5 and $20 retail. They all have, a lot of them have petroleum deposits in there and cool inclusions as well. And look at them in the light. They're just incredible. Solidified light. Really cool. I highly recommend these. I talked about them this morning. These are Giza style Shungite pyramids. Insane that these are not already sold out. Pure protection. I mean, if you want something next to your laptop or your Wi-Fi, way better than a Tower Buster Orgonite. You know, unfortunately, people don't realize that Orgonite, the materials inside the Orgonite are beneficial, a lot of them, but the casting, you got to wear a freaking gas mask to make the resin mold that it's in. It's really not, it's all the casing and the mold that Orgonite's put in is poisonous casing. So those are not meant to be worn as pendants. Like a lot of people make those rodent coil pendants, and they wrap the copper inside the rodent coil. But the rodent coil is made out of harmful friggin' resins and plastics. Like, why don't you just make the whole thing out of copper? What the hell do you have the resin mold for? People don't see and feel energy, but you can see, guys, these are pure Shungite. Modeled after the Giza pyramid. Insane. I will do a deal today for these. $25 plus shipping. That's almost half price from my original charge. These are all hand carved Gizas out of pure Shungite. Pure Shungite. They also come in their own cool little plastic case because pyramids are hard to ship. So we got little molds for them. Because pyramids, a lot of times, the point will break in shipping, but I never had anything break in shipping. I wrap my things super duper. So, and I even put most of the stuff in, like pendants and stuff, I put them in Tupperwares and then wrap the Tupperware. We do have one Vogel pendant left. I can't really budge on the price of these Vogel pendants because of the quality, but they're worth it. These are all handcrafted, highest quality Vogels, the Vogel wands. And they're made with high altitude, gem quality Himalayan rainbow quartz. I put a lot of work into these. These are high quality. And they're master cut Vogels from the vision that I had. And this is a lifetime companion right here. Look at that. See how the Vogel point's coming out of the wrap as well? You guys can see the beautiful rainbow. The lowest I can sell this for today is around $200, but it's worth every penny. And you guys can look up what Master Vogel wands go for. I also have other Vogel wands that are not in pendants. I have 2 left, and these are from my first wave of 2025 signature series. These are limited editions, so you guys won't see these again. You'll see other types maybe in the future, but I only made 9 of these for this year. 9 Vogel wands. I think 4 of them or 5 of them were pendants. This is the last one. All the other ones went quick. This is the last one of the Vogel wand pendants. Of course, we're talking about Kyanite today. Kyanite is just incredible. I can't, it's one of my favorite stones on the planet. It's in my top 5 for sure. Oh, but before we go back to the Kyanite, I mentioned I was going to show you the opal. Right, so we have some really, this is cool for Wraith. Wraith, you still with me? Wraith, if you're with me, this is for you. I'm not saying you have to, you should get it. It's up to you, of course, if you ever want to get it. But this is something that you would find cool. These are Fire Matrix skulls. Fire Matrix opal skulls. Light rock. So they're gemstone skulls made out of very rare Fire Matrix opal from Mexico. I have pendants and ones that are not pendants. Let me show you. Is Wraith in the chat room still? He might have left. Wraith, did you leave already? This one is really cool. Oh, I got a mosquito on me. Alright, so this is a pendant. You guys can see. And this is the mother rhyolite stone. It's in its mother rhyolite rock. And it's Fire Matrix opal that's embedded in the rhyolite. Let me get a good view for you guys here. Hold on. I had to come under here with the light because the light went in. But you guys can see the Fire Matrix opal all throughout the top of the dome. It's very high quality opal. This is a very rare type of opal, Fire Matrix opal from Mexico, and it's embedded in the mother rhyolite rock. This is rhyolite that you see here, and it's in its natural mother rhyolite, and this is all different high quality fire. The depth and clarity of this is just insane on the top of this. And it has fire reds, blues, greens, yellows. Look at that. Look at the red fire in there as well. All right on the crown chakra and for the third eye. I mean, that is just the coolest pendant to wear in the world. I am the only place in the world that you can find these skulls. These are all handmade by the Mystical Spiral Store team. My buddy Orlando helped with the carving with these. He's from Mexico. And these are just incredible. He's the only other carver that we use besides myself and the Mystical Spiral Store team right here, which consists of my wife and my daughter, who helps with a lot of this stuff too, right? So really incredible stuff right here. Insane. I hope you all are going to tune in for my Space Water podcast coming up in about, what time is it? About 6:45, we're going to do the Space Water podcast. But you guys can see this is just some of the coolest pendants that you can have on the planet. Oh, I got some of the Shungite on my fingers. We got a whole bunch of these. Look at this one. Look at this bad boy. This is another pendant. Rhyolite, mother rhyolite rock with the Fire Matrix opal. And these are gemstone skulls, people. So these are collectors' skulls of the highest quality, most rare type of opal to come out of Mexico. right in its natural stone that it comes in. This is called rhyolite. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but just want to get it so you guys know. And this is real. Look at that fire matrix in there. Insane. Wow. If this doesn't activate your aura and your third eye and higher psychic and telepathic abilities, nothing will. This will really, really help bring a flow of energy to your aura. As these colors activate in the light, it activates the light in your aura as well. Really insane. I love these. I wear one of these all the time. I actually have one that's made out of a Sekhmet as well, into a Sekhmet head, or you could say like a panther, a shamanistic panther, or tiger type of one. I can have one custom made for you as well if you want one like as a shamanistic panther or tiger one. Really insane fire matrix opal pendants. I also have one here that's not a pendant. A very, very, very insane. This is incredible. This one, actually, the one that I want to show you guys. It's actually an elongated skull. Very cool shape. And we have a few more to show as well. Look at this one. Beautiful rhyolite. Look at all on the third eye and the pineal gland area for this one. What else is in the chat? I can't... Wait, let me see. The chat got stuck for me or something. Sorry, I haven't seen any... And I see in the chat it says it's Charlotte Knight Magic. Something's wrong with the chat room then. I'm not seeing any new people in the chat room. Hold on. Maybe something's wrong here. The last message I see in the chat room here is at Charlotte Knight. At Charlotte Knight with a emoji with hearts in the eyes. Did I block the chat room or something? All messages. Oh, I see it now. I got it. I wasn't seeing it. Now I got it, everybody. I'm sorry. All right. Let me go back. Opal's very good for me. Let me go back. Oh, I'm going to go and pull. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Thank you for putting up with me. I got it now. All right. So, shout out to Magic Micah, wifey, my wifey, Charlotte Knight, Wraith Strongo Park, Shelly Adventures, Johnny. All right. Bodai, the Chaiwu Werebear. All right, we got everything now. There was I had it like muted for some reason, the chat. I must have hit it when I put it down. All good. We're here. I got you guys. All right, so which person wanted the Shungite pyramid? Who wanted the Shungite pyramid? Yeah, these. Yeah, look, this is incredible here. Oh, Johnny, you want the Shungite pyramid? You got it, brother. I'll hit you up. So let me have you pick it here, since we got you in the Johnny Blaze. Ain't a damn thing changed. We got Johnny Blaze. My name is Johnny Blaze. Ain't a damn thing changed. So if there was a guy named Wizard that wants a Shungite period, let me know too. So this one is one of the most clear ones, dude. Look at. A lot of times with Kyanite, you'll get a little... So if you guys see like little marks on these pyramids, those are not flaws. It's very rare you're going to get a solid piece of kyanite with any little marks, without scratches and marks and little things like that. But if hopefully the guy will come back. I couldn't help it. If somebody else wanted a pyramid, I don't see anybody else that said they wanted a pyramid on there. I don't see anybody named Wizard. Who's the Wizard guy? But this is a great one. See how kyanite, look, it's great to put by, and this is real kyanite. Look, see, it'll come off. It's like a dust. Kyanite is like that, right? It's, it's real state-of-the-art kyanite. So this one I recommend. Let me see this one. This one has a couple of little marks on it, but like I said, you can't avoid these marks with the kyanite. That one, I have, I think, 5 left. We got this one. Let me see what this one is. Oh, Wraith, you want the bracelet? Boom, you got it. Sold. Sold, Wraith. You got it. You got the bracelet, buddy. Boom, yeah. Sold to my man in the Strongo Park. Larimar. Okay, sold. Okay, this is for Wraith. That's sold. Okay, so Johnny, we got you with the Shungite Pyramid. Boom, yeah. We're going to give you this perfect one right here. What's up, Rugs? What's up, Bodai, the Chai-Wu Werebear. I don't have Larimar. I might have 1 or 2 pieces of Larimar, actually, inside. I do have things very similar to Larimar, like Blue Lace Agate. I have Aragonite specimens. That's the same color as that like electric blue, like ocean, like tropical ocean blue, right? So I do have that as well. So those are very close to it. But I can get you Larimar for sure. If you want something custom of Larimar, that's no problem. I might even have a piece or 2 inside of Larimar. Well, this is for Johnny right here. We got Johnny. The Kyanite, yeah, Kyanite. So I do highly recommend too, guys. I have a bunch of these, all handmade here by the Mystical Spiral Store. Highest quality reticulated quartz with the black tourmaline inside. Palm stones. And these energies are sick. Sick. Yeah, Wraith, I have you, I'll just make an invoice for you on my website. It's on my website. I'll send you an invoice from the website. That's how I do it. So when you guys order in these live chats, if you're a previous customer of mine on the Mystical Spiral Store, you don't have to do anything. I could just send you an invoice. But if you want to order from the live chat right now, and all you got to do is make a free account on my website, and I can send you an invoice. If you don't want to do that, you can always just purchase it on PayPal from me, or from Zelle. I mean, there's a million ways we can do it if you don't want to like legit invoice. But I recommend doing it the legit way. Make an invoice on my website. I'll make an invoice for you on my website. These are literally the highest quality reticulated quartz that you can get. I have some of these on my website already for sale, but I have a lot of others that are in the inventory. What you see on my website is only a small portion of our inventory. I put new stuff up every day, and these are huge pieces of black tourmaline. Look at those inside there. And these are AAA grade quality reticulated quartz. Talk about yin-yang energy. Look at those big threads, cords of black tourmaline inside of there. Huge. I use one of these almost every day for meditation. These are one of my favorite Hands down, one of my favorite types of quartz. Most powerful piezoelectric on the planet. I also make pendants out of these. Not of this big size, but I have smaller sizes. I also have all different types of reticulated quartz pendants, even gem quality. I made one the other night that you guys are gonna shit your pants when you see these ones. Check this. I made this one the other night. Yesterday, actually. Oh, it's in the other one. You guys can see, I got a whole bunch of these for you. Some huge ones, too. And look at the clarity on these. Look at these. I got all sizes made, too. Beautiful clarity. Look at this. Look at these. Oh, my goodness. Look how amazing that is. Oh. All right, so check this out. Let me put a glove on. I got to put a glove on for this. Hold on, let me get a glove. Because I got black on my fingers. I don't want to get anything on these pendants. Let me get a glove. Also, for those that know, we got a little sidetracked, of course, because we were going to just do Kyanite and Apophylite. But guys, I have the mega harmonizers made for the right customer. All right, so people that are serious inquiries only, because it's over $500 worth of copper in these bad boys. This is one that I've been using for 5 years or so. Look how great it still looks. A little misshapen now because I've been taking it around with me to sacred sites, but you could bend it back and shape a little bit. It's a little misshaped, but I got a brand new one made, ready to go out for everybody right here. And it comes with a very, very high quality crystal skull. And look at this bad boy. We have hundreds of feet of copper that go into this. Right? Incredible harmonizer for your home. I'll send the invoice as soon as this is over, brother. I have terahertz. I put terahertz on top of these harmonizers. I have terahertz. Spheres for sale if you're looking for it. Let me just get a glove to put on real quick. All right, so I mentioned the reticulated quartz. This is a gem. This is gem grade reticulated quartz with the heavy gauge copper. Look at that. Just made this last night, and I don't even want to let this one go. I want to wear it. But that's how you know that it's ready to sell. If you want to wear it yourself, look at that. It's already up on my website. If somebody wants to claim this now, I will do a huge discount because we're doing this live sale today. So if anybody's interested now, I will do a significant discount than what's up on my website only for this live chat. Only for the 7 people watching right now. Beautiful, right? Incredible. Incredible. Beautiful heavy gauge here. So you guys realize how much copper goes into one of these massive harmonizers? Like the one I have ready to go out to a special home. Let me show you. So I do different types of qubits with my twisted copper and my copper coils. This one is the raw mu qubit. All right, I do usually the royal sacred qubit and the raw mu qubit. So this right here, this is a purple lepidolite wrapped in the raw mu qubit copper coil. Really cool, right? Well, this one is one full raw mu qubit. Sometimes you'll get like, I'll use 2 raw mu qubits in it. One raw mu qubit is 29.18 inches of copper. right? So right here, and just in this pendant, you have almost 30 inches of twisted copper, right? So that's incredible in itself how much copper is in this. Really powerful. This is one is the raw mu cubit. You can find this up on my website if you're interested in it right now. Like I said during this live chat, I will do a huge discount. We'll do this in my live chat right now. For if you guys want it for $25 plus shipping. That's a huge deal. Almost $30 right here. That's a great deal. Huge deal. I also have some Kyanite Royal Cubit. Look at this. Incredible. All right, Charlotte, get some rest. Glad you stopped by. I'm going to be doing a Space Water podcast after this. I was going to do it at 6:45, but this one's going a little bit too long, so I'm going to try it at 7 o'clock. We got natural citrine. Look at these towers. Insane. We got natural citrine. I brought a little bit of everything out. I even got an amethyst bracelet here. Vivianite pendants. But let's get back to the apophyllite and the kyanite real quick before I close. Put some of these opals away. So what does the book say about kyanite? I know for sure that I use it for blockages of negative energies and for telepathic connections. Right? That's what I use it for sure. But the book, sometimes they'll write some more stuff. Let's look up at the book. And by the way, whoever is the one to get this last one here, whoever is the lucky one that gets this, just insane. I know Johnny has one out there. There's only one left. So we're looking up the kyanite, right? Went too far. There we go. Kyanite. Man, I have better kyanite than what they show in the book. Right here, blue kyanites. Blue kyanites have a high vibration and create very rapid transfers of energy. They open the psychic channels and activate the mind centers, attenuating one's mental capacities and enhancing one's ability to download information from higher sources. They can make telepathic communication between individuals easier, especially if both parties are using the kyanite. If you choose to sleep with blue kyanite, the process of lucid dreaming will be greatly stimulated. Blue kyanite can link the physical, astral, and casual bodies, catalyzing full consciousness in waking, dreaming, and dreamless sleep. One must work at this, but it is well worth it when the goal is achieved. Blue kyanites can be combined with green kyanite to bring the energies into resonance with the heart center, right? So they talk a whole bunch about different types of kyanites here. Right? And man, inner bridges, psychic ability, connecting with nature, past life recall, telepathy, and empathy. Right? I use this in combination with apophyllite, and it's really powerful. Right? On the next page, kyanite is a stone of connection, building bridges of light between different aspects of an experience. It can bridge energetic blocks in the aura and emotional blocks between people, and can help restructure mental energies and habits that keep one from moving to higher levels of learning. Kyanite's powerful energy creates pathways of energy where before there were none. Incredible. It initiates psychic ability, promotes communication with higher beings, and can be used to open the third eye during meditation or healing sessions. Right? Incredible. So I highly recommend, guys, if you want to get a book about crystals and stones, you get the extended and revised and expanded edition of the Book of Stones by Robert Simmons, and Naisha Ashian. I post this up on my Patreon in my book recommendation sessions section a while back. I always post books almost every week on my Patreon with different book recommendations, and this is a really good guide of stones. And I have actually the old version as well. I had gotten the old version years back, and then I saw this new revised and expanded edition at the bookstore one day. About, when did I get this? I've had this one already for a while. Yeah, I've had this one about 4 or 5 years already. So it came out in 2021. So that's when I got this one. You can see it's already been flipped through 1,000 times. I definitely use it as a guide, but I don't use it as the overall end-all knowledge of each stone. I use my own, experiences with the stone before I go to this. I like to first work with the stone, see what comes to me and what's the probabilities of me using it for its different things, and then I look it up to see what other people have. Thank you, Johnny. If you could go into the psychic properties of kyanite once again. Oh, thank you, buddy. I read your mind. Yeah, and look at, guys, this is absolutely the highest quality specimens of kyanite that you can get. These come from Brazil. And let me show you a little bit. And I have the group that I brought out here. I have about 30 pieces in all, specimens. Like I said, we have a vast inventory here at the Mystical Spiral store. What you see on my website is only a small portion. So if you want custom orders, you can shop from my inventory as well. But I would recommend, as a fan or as a collector of stones, or somebody who's a Reiki worker, or somebody who's a energy worker, or you work with crystals and gemstones and precious metals, check my website at least once a week, or even every day for a few minutes, because I put new products up every single day, every day of the week. So we got beautiful kyanite specimens from Brazil, and different ones will resonate with you, right? This one has more of the big, solid chunks of blue kyanite. Look at these. Maron, huh? Yeah, when I have Gary Wayne on, I have up to like 100 people in my chat room sometimes. 50, 60. Depends. Right now we got 14 people and 10 likes. You guys can also donate in the super chat as well. Look at these. Look at that. Look at those huge pieces of kyanite in there. And for those that don't know, I actually have a couple of these specimens of my own, right? And I pull pieces of these kyanites out of the specimen to make pendants. My own specimen. Look, this one right here, I pulled this piece of kyanite right out of the specimen right here. Yeah, we got over, we're doing a special giveaway today for 10,000 subscribers. We got 11 people watching and 11 likes. 11. Oh, wow. So everybody that orders from my website will get a special gift today during this live chat. And we will also do a special giveaway to, let's see, we could do a little contest first. We'll do a special gift. This is another, look at this apophyllite. Look at this one. Oh my God. I forgot about this one. Wow. Insane. And I've been combining Herkimer diamonds with Shungite. Also, I just made this one last night. Look at this, rainbow moonstone gem. Teardrop cabochon wrapped in the copper coil. Wow, look at that. Insane. This is gem grade as well. Gem quality. Um, where's the Shungite? We're gonna do a special giveaway for the 10,000 subscribers. We're gonna do a Shungite and Herkimer diamond combined pendant. For a special listener that comments in the comment section of this video after we're over. The best comment in that video of this video will get a special gift in the mail. So you guys got to do the best comments. Be very original. Look at that. Look at those blue kyanites. Ooh, baby, look at that. Insane. I'll do a deal for the. This one was charged at the North Salem, New York Balance Right Rock during winter solstice. That means there's only one of these in the world like this. I will do this right now today for $150. That is a huge deal. I've sold some of these for up to $900 for the ones that were charged at the North Salem, New York Balance Rock during winter solstice alignment. And one of the ladies that bought from me a few years back from Australia, she spent like $900 on a big piece of kyanite. It was like triple the size of this one, like bigger, way bigger, right? And she emailed me like 2 years later and told me that it still was one of the best purchases she's ever made. Because I was like, oh, let me ask you a question. I'm wondering if I should still like charge the same price I charge you for other pieces. She was like, I don't regret it at all. I was like, do you regret paying that much for it? She's like, I don't. It's one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. These are lifelong companions. They'll be with you for the rest of your life. Something like $150 on it is nothing because it'll be with you forever, right? You can go spend that same much money on a few drinks and dinner at the bar, and you got like shit to show for it, right? So how many bills do you pay every month that are way more than that? Things like that, right? MysticalSpiralStore.com. So the mysticalspiral.com is no longer up there. We still own the domain. I will always own the domain for that. But we combined the mysticalspiral.com to the mysticalspiralstore.com. So my website is actually the mysticalspiralstore.com. We're gonna fix that completely where you have everything that anybody who goes to the mysticalspiral.com, it will get forwarded to the mysticalspiralstore.com. But all the information that I had at the mysticalspiral.com is now at the mysticalspiralstore.com. All the free information is up there. My wife transferred it all. Yeah, you can, dude. There's so many that will resonate with you. Look at some of these pieces here. Like this one is one of my favorites. Look at that, just cascades of Atlantis. It looks like Atlantean technology or something. Look at this. Insane. Look at that. And I believe this one will probably stand up. Oh my God, it does. Look at that. Nope, this way. Lean back. Lean back. Look at that. Insane. That is dope. And this one, let's see how much this weighs. Because look at those huge chunks of quartz in there. Wow. Let's see what this bad boy weighs. $16.69 ounces. Wow. Beautiful piece right here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Man, I've been in a better mood. I wasn't feeling that great today. I've been in a better mood since I've been pulling out this kyanite and working with the kyanite the last few minutes. Oh my God. My wife will tell you. I was in a funk today before. Yeah, it's almost exactly a pound. Yeah, you're right, Charlotte. Almost exactly a pound. I have other pieces of kyanite like this up at the website as well. But look at that big pieces of kyanite in there. Whoo, doggy! This is a wand. This is a wand. This is like a gun. A negative shoot the negative energies coming at you. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. What's this bad boy? Let's see. Almost 11 ounces, 10.86 ounces. Boy! Beautiful. What time is it right now? All right. Well, it's 6:49, y'all. And I can't believe I just said y'all like I'm from the South. I just said y'all. I've never said that in my life. I can't believe I just said y'all. I don't think I've ever said it like that before. Yeah, Superman, right? Same with the Vivianite. It's like, that's why I call it the Krypton pulsars. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I forgot. Oh, I caught it. Look at that. Check out the reflexes on the board. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Look at those chunks of quartz in there. And those huge. It's like a 45-degree angle. What? If this has got to resonate with you. Ooh, baby. I can feel it. I can feel it. Wow. It is like a spacecraft. You guys got to give me a little bit of time to do the Space Water podcast because I got to wrap all this stuff up before I do the podcast. So it's going to take me a little bit. But I'm definitely doing one tonight for sure. I'm going to be deciphering the golden plate of Petalea, what I briefly was discussing with Gary Wayne yesterday on the podcast. I'm going to be breaking it down. It gives specific instructions of where to travel in the afterlife into certain regions of the magnetosphere and drink from the lake of memory where there's a cold stream of ions. We're going to get into that. Ooh, look at that rainbow inside there, of that sphere inside there. See that inside there? Ooh, that's getting my attention right now through the lid. So if you guys are looking for, look at that. Ooh, look at this bad boy. Ooh, smoky quartz. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for the watermelon juice and the organic beef that you got. Those burgers, yeah. We got grass-fed organic beef. Best thing. That's my. If I'm gonna eat burgers, I'm gonna eat that. And oh, dude, you guys, these are all on sale for $20 plus shipping. All hand carved by the Mystical Spiral Store team, and they're the highly sought after purple and mixed flash labradorite. Look at that. The sun's not even out right now, and you guys can see it. Look at that. Insane. These are all amazing. Who doesn't want one of these? And then we got the reticulated quartz. Wow. Just insane. Also, I made a whole bunch of hearts of the labradorite as well. Some of them I've been wrapping in pendants. Some of them I just as is. This is the purple and golden flash on this one. And I got all different sizes of the hearts. Look at these. All different sizes made. Some big ones, some small ones. but they're all of the highest quality. I'll do a deal. Even if you you got your own crystal shop, you want to buy wholesale, I'll sell you a lot of these for wholesale prices. I got all sorts of retail and wholesale available only at the mysticalspiralstore.com. Thank you guys for joining me, and spiral out.